Hey, we're back. Sorry, I wanted to do this Saturday. Maybe I can upload this Saturday. I do not know. Whatever I do is going to be in random. I'm not that organized. So let's just get this over with so I can just steal weed. Whatever. We have the Saints matching up with the Rams. Then in the AFC Championship game, we got the Chiefs matching up against the Patriots. Fuck, I am so excited because the Chiefs have impressed me a majority. I don't care if they beat the fuck out of the 49ers just months ago or beat the hell out and made a mockery out of every defense in the NFL, let alone the Chiefs lost Kareem Hunt. They still have Damian Williams. They still have the most high octane offense with Tyreek Hill leading the charge. They still have a reliable defense. I think their backfield is a little weak, just like, but not like the Rams. I think the Rams have everything covered. I just find it a bit inconsistent sometimes for their secondary to keep up. I don't think they have much linebackers because, Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh. And I forgot what the other guy's name is. Well, whatever. Well, we're gonna go over this. We're gonna go over the Saints and Rams, and then we're gonna go over of course, the Chiefs and Patriots. So the New Orleans Saints are coming out of The New Orleans Saints are coming out of the victory against the Philadelphia Eagles, and they'll be able to match up against the Rams. And I gotta say, I want the Saints to win because obviously Drew Brees is my favorite player. I want him to succeed. It's tough. Like you don't see any of the guys. You see the Peyton Mannings, Eli Mannings. You see the Tom Brady's. You don't see a lot of guys like Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees, even though they have completion records, they have touchdown passing records, they have yardage records. You don't see them with Super Bowl rings, even though how much they'll be rolled up as Hall of Famers. And this is coming off their previous game with the most entertaining games. Thanks, the Eagles choked off a 14-point lead, and then the Saints just kept it up with pretty good defense. So Marshawn Lattimore came up with 2 picks. Nick Foles kept getting sacked and with poor defensive plays of Ronald Darby. And then we got an injury. I think it was Fletcher Cox that got injured, and it costed the Eagles a lot of bad defensive plays and left Drew Brees some great plays and Mark Ingram some good first downs to help the team alive. So 21-14. Saints are coming out of a playoff bye, so came from a playoff bye, so obviously they become a bit well prepared. And yeah, I think they're prepared for the Rams. There doesn't seem to be any major injuries that come off foot, so I'm not that distracted. Thanks. These are two teams that haven't the Rams haven't made the playoffs haven't made Super Bowl appearance since I was an infant. And the Saints that last made the playoffs, they weren't that notable for having weren't notable for having the defense, but came up with a game-saving interception to save the team. So obviously, I would be a bit more skeptical on the Saints making it, thanks to have more postseason experience and they're with a more professional quarterback, even though he's near turning 40, with an all right defense. They don't have the best pass rushers. The only person you can name out of the defense currently is Cameron Jordan. If you're not that well of an offense, of a Saints fan. I like Lattimore. I like I like Eli Apple, even though he was a bit of a cancer in the he was a bit of cancer in the Giants. So what is there to look forward to for the defense though? Shelton Ratkins, Tyler Davison, Cameron Jordan is still a sack beast. Demario Davis is a great player. Agent Killen, I don't see them rely much on their blitz, the Saints, whenever I see their game. So It's mainly on the backfield. They really want to stop deep plays, but I think they should really stop the run. That's the most impactful thing coming out of the Rams. They got Michael Thomas on offense. Okay, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. Yes, they got some dual players that can run and catch the ball. But they got a notable backfield. I'm shocked that the Saints don't get this out of hand. They have coming out of Michael Thomas, even though he had a tremendous game against the Eagles. What else do they have? I mean, they have Benjamin Watson, but Austin Carr, Tomaliki, Kirkwood. I'm just saying, if it's coming out of this note, I hope the Saints at least make this a close game. I was thinking that for the Chargers and Patriots, but they could only hold it up until the second half. So yeah, and they're like they're only the third highest scoring team, while the Rams, just like the Chiefs, are one of the top scoring teams that average at least 32 points. So whatever you're gonna do, this is why I'm this vigilant to make sure the Rams don't come to get too in the zone, because they come out in a 32 the 22 loss. I mean, win against against I was about to say Mavericks, the Cowboys, because they really have a backfield. Jarvis, you could give me Marcus Peters. I'll keep the lead. They have nobody injured. This is just going to be two teams that are trying to give a name for themselves in this past two seasons. The Rams have been the team to beat. And with Jared Goff, that's not the most impactful player. Who's really going to make those third down plays? Unless the Saints totally give up and don't give a damn about the football game, who's going to make those plays? Obviously, you got Todd Gurley. Obviously, you have a decent secondary running back. You have Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods. That's remarkable. You also have Cooper Kupp, I think. And a Cooper Kupp, reliable offensive line. But if stuff comes out of his hardest, Jared Goff isn't a Pat Mahomes. He isn't another Tom Brady. He's an Aaron Rodgers. Comeback plays just gotta be the norm. And the Rams barely had comeback games. So if these guys get hurt, I think that's it for the Rams. I know the defense might do their job. Michael Brocker, uh, Ethan Westbrook. I mean Aaron Donald. I don't know why I brought up Ethan Westbrook. Abukan, I like. I think Corey Littleton has improved a lot. Marcus Peters, Sam Shields, and Lamarcus Joyner, that I think is one of the better defenders, other than most of the other linebackers that they have. I think that the Rams are just more well prepared for this game. And if the receivers don't come out to play, Rams have an easy scapegoat of winning this by 15 or more points against the Saints coming in the NFC Championship game. So I think I have the Rams winning this by leading by at least 14 or 7. Might be going over to Super Bowl 53. Next, we have the Chiefs versus the fucking Patriots. They haven't played against each other in like since Sunday Night Football, and the Chiefs that just came from devastating the Colts because they really had no answer more than T.J. Hilton and Eric Ebron. Their biggest injuries are guys that don't play that much into the team, and I mean the only guys that I think are going to be a threat are Kendall Fuller. But I think currently, the Saints have enough. The Chiefs have nothing to worry about. If they keep their game plan, or just know what they learned from the last time they faced the Patriots, they didn't. It's not like they missed a game from them last year. They played it the previous season, 2017 season. They had them the opening game of the season, week third, and on Thursday Night Football, and they had them on like I think it was week 4 of Sunday Night Football. So anything else, they're used to this team. They still got the same role players. I mean, they still got the same key players. These teams know each other by heart, and still, the most threatening guy coming out of this is Pat Mahomes. Just Pat Mahomes is stupid. He's already the postseason leader off just completions wise, passing wise. Tyreek Hill and Damian Williams are still going to be threats for some rushing plays. Travis Kelce has been the best tight end I've ever seen so far this regular season. They just Zach Ertz. Gronkowski hasn't shown up than he has been previous regular seasons. Pat Mahomes can also run the ball, so that's also good. Even though the Patriots have a history of like they'll have good season or mediocre, but still scratch the playoff season, and then they'll just come up trucking everybody in the in the postseason. That's the Patriots. I think, and just this is the right time for the Chiefs to win. I think they just have a better team than last year with a quarterback that's really well prepared. He didn't show off like he was that bad in the Colts game, and they beat the fifth seeded the Chargers, and the Chargers are no they're not scrubs. They're not a bad team. They have a good defense, good pass rush. They beat Lamar Jackson. I think you should give the Chargers a bit of props. Lamar Jackson won the last 9 games for the Ravens to scratch the playoffs while the AFC North was bombing, and we thought the Steelers were going to make it again. And the Patriots were not themselves in the regular season, so even though they beat the Chargers, we need to know how Tom Brady's going to actually figure out how to beat this team. I just think that this team got it. I hope they do. It'll be sad to see so many gifted players off this team. I'm talking about Justin Houston that had so many years. Steven Nelson, Kendall Fuller that will not be playing, Eric Berry that will not be playing. They'll be starting Eric Murray, I think. Pat Mahomes that had the best sophomore season I've seen for a quarterback. Tyreek Hill, that's an incredible player. Demarcus Robinson. Sammy Watkins. Chris Conley, I think, is gifted. Cam Irving. Eric Fisher. I mean, Eric Fisher, he has been a comeback player. And he's been doing some great plays to make sure Mahomes has at least a bit of a lifetime to throw, even though he's notable for like when the pocket gives up and he has time to just sling it in the midfield to Watkins or Hill anytime he can. And Travis Kelce, just amazing gifted players. But we know we got to give our analysis about the Patriots. No one said it was going to be an easy win. I hope it isn't. That'll be disappointing. Like when you want to see a conference championship game, you don't wish for a team to get it blown out. Because Sony Mitchell has been impressive. Tom Brady just passed 343 in his only game where he only got 1 touchdown. Julian Edelman came back from a mere season-ending injury. Now he comes up with 151 over his game against the Chargers with pretty reliable receivers. And James White and Sony Mitchell are incredible. Rob Gronkowski can still be good for 3rd down plays. So all I'm saying, just don't underestimate the Patriots. I want this to be a close game. I want the Chiefs to win and prove to me that there can be a different shift in dominance for the NFL, because you don't want to see the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl again. I want to see a different classic. I mean, the Patriots had their fun. I really want I really want a difference maker in the NFL. I really do, and I don't want this biting in the ass. Like you'll be seeing other major sport talking YouTubers be like they're just gonna see the AFC bulldozed again, even though the biggest dominant team that regular season teams that have stayed a threat was the Chiefs. Even though Chris Hogan shouldn't be slept on, he's still a pretty good receiver. But Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, you still got Tom Brady, Sony Mitchell, and James White are good players. Rex Burkhead can be good for fourth down or third down plays. And their backfield is maybe one of the most clutchest on Patriots history. And they just had Dante Hightower. I mean, Stephon Gilmore can still lock down defenders up the backfield. Patrick Chung, Jason McCourty, Devin McCourty, you name it. Even Trey Flowers and Adrian Claiborne are good players. And Lawrence Guy and Malcolm Brown. This isn't going to be an easy win for the Chiefs if they can pull this off. I just can't wait to see this game this weekend. So I hope you folks have an enjoyable time watching, setting up your friends and family. If you're not any of these teams fans, I hope you guys enjoy the football games that you're about to watch. My prediction stands. It will be the Rams. It will be the Rams beating the Saints by 14, and the Patriots winning by at least 7. That's my predictions. It was a twist. I never thought that the Chiefs are going to win. Fuck you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this the NFL Conference Championships for the NFC and AFC. And I hope all y'all have tickets to the game, because I'll be just sitting down with my fat ass just watching it. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.